All right, welcome to Module 6. This is Lesson 6.1, Part 1. We're going to talk about distributive property and combining like terms. So the objective by the end of this lesson is I can simplify algebraic expressions by distributive property and combining like terms. So we're all about simplifying today. Okay, so the word algebraic means that the expression has at least one variable which is a letter that stands for an unknown number that can be solved. So remember, variables represent an unknown number that we are going to eventually discover. So, distributive property, something you tackled in 6th grade. Distribute means you're going to share the outside number with everything inside. So that means this 2 out here is going to be multiplied because it's up next to the parentheses. If there's no operation symbol, we're going to multiply. I'm going to distribute and multiply the 2 times 7x and times 1. So we are multiplying. 2 times 7x is going to be 14x. And when you're multiplying a number by a variable, you multiply by the, what's it called? Multiply by the number in front. We don't have to multiply by the 7 and the x. We just have to multiply by the 7 because they go together. So 2 times 7x gives us 14x. 2 times 1 is 2. And then we're going to bring down the operation symbol, which is plus, and put it right there. All right, here we have 4 plus 3 times parentheses x minus 5. We're going to distribute the 3 to the x and to the 5. 3 times x, remember, anytime there's a variable with no number in front, that means there's only one of them. So 3 times 1 is 3x. 3 times 5 is 15. We're going to put our minus symbol in between, and then we have a 4 out front. 4 plus 3x minus 15. Now we could combine like terms here, but we haven't talked about that yet. All right, so now we are going to talk about combining like terms. So like terms have the same variable to the same power. So here we have 25 plus 5x plus 2 plus 4x. Like terms have the same variable to the same power. In this case, notice we have a number, 25, and another number, 2. Those are like terms. They're similar. They're both just numbers with no variables. We also have 5x and 4x. These are also like terms because they both have x's attached with no exponent. So these are like terms. We can combine these. This problem is nice and simple because there's all pluses, so we're just going to add everything. And I'm going to rewrite it to combine our like terms. So we have 25 plus 2, and then we're also adding 5x plus 4x. So now our like terms are all next to each other. We have 25 plus 2, 5x plus 4x. 25 plus 2 is 27. Plus 5 plus 4 is 9x. And there we go. We simplified. So we took from 1, 2, 3, 4 terms down to 2 terms by combining like terms. All right, so for some expressions, To simplify completely, you need to do more than one step. So first, you're going to distribute and then combine like terms. So let's look at this first one. We have 5 plus 3 times the sum of 7x and 8 minus 3x. You see some like terms here. We've got some numbers. We've got some variables. Before we can combine like terms, though, we need to distribute. We need to give this 3 to everything inside the parentheses. 3 times 7 is going to give us 21x. 3 times 8 is going to give us 24. And then we have a 5 out front minus 3x. All right. Now we can combine like terms since we are done distributing. There's no more parentheses. My like terms are 5 plus 24. Notice I'm including the symbol, the operation symbol out front because we've got a minus now, so we need to keep track of that. We have 21x, we have plus 21x minus 3x. So I'm going to rearrange my problem to put like terms next to each other. We have 5 plus 24 plus 21x minus 3x. Now we can go ahead and combine our like terms. 5 plus 24 is going to give us 29. 21x minus 3x is going to give us 19x. Done. All right, let's look at the next one. We have 4 minus 2 times the difference of 4x and 9 plus 2x. Before we combine like terms, we have to distribute. So I'm going to take this 2 and distribute it to the 4 and to the 9. 2 times 4x is 8x. 2 times 9 is 18. We have a minus in between. And then we have 4 minus out front and plus 2x on the back. All right. Now we can combine like terms. We've got a 4, it's a number, and we've got minus 18. We've got minus 8x. And plus 2x. There's something I forgot to do. This minus applies to this 2, and when we take that 2 and distribute it, it applies to everything. So think about it as we take a negative 2, we multiplied it by all the things. So we'd keep this minus here, but this is going to become a plus. When we take a negative and we multiply it by a negative, we get a positive. Now we can go ahead and distribute. So we have 4 plus 18 minus 8x plus 2x. Four plus 18 is going to give us 22. Minus 8x plus 2x is going to give us 8 plus 2 is 10, so we have minus 10x. All right, go ahead and tackle your must-do. Let us know if you have questions.